Friends, let's give some tzedakah. And tzedakah will hasten the redemption, as we have taken the habit now till Rosh Hashanah to do a little sound, and in the hope and the prayer that we should hear the sound of the big shofar. The Torah portion which is always read before Rosh Hashanah, the Shabbos before Rosh Hashanah, is the Parshas Nitzavim, the Parsha that we're in this week. Sometimes it's Nitzavim Vayelach together, and sometimes it is separate. This year, it's a leap year, it's separate. What does the Torah say? Moshe Rabbeinu tells the Jewish people on the day of his passing, on the day where he's leaving physically the Jewish people. So he says, Atem nitzavim hayoim kulchem lifnei Hashem Elokeichem. You are standing firmly. Nitzavim means standing firm. All of you. Rosheichem, Shivteichem, the heads of your tribes, Zikneichem, your elders, Shoitreichem, your police officers, Koil Ish Yisrael, every Jewish person. Tapchem, your young children, Neshechem, your wives, V'geicha shebekerev machanecha, and the converts within your camp. Mechoite v'tzecha, from those who were assigned the position of being wood choppers, wood cutters, at shoyev mimecha, to those who were water carriers, water drawers. The avrecha bevris Hashem Elokecha. What am I gathering you for? The avrecha bevris Hashem Elokecha, so that you should bring you into the covenant of God, uva alosoi, and His oath, which God Asher Hashem Elokecha Koreh Simcha Hayom, that God is making with you today. The purpose, the manhakim Yisrael Hayom Lo La'am, to establish you today as His people. And v'hu yiyeh lecha le'elokim, and He will be for your God. Kasher dibalach, as He has told you, v'chasher nishba l'avisecha, and as He has promised, as He gave the oath to your ancestors, to Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. And then the Torah says, v'lo yitchem levatchem enochi koreh says abris hazois v'esol hazois. It's not only with you that I'm making this covenant, because those who are here, ve'is asher inenu poi imanu hayoim, and even with those that are not presently here, I'm bringing you into a covenant. How do you bring someone who is not here into a covenant? How do you make a deal? How do you make a connection? How do you make a bond with someone that's not here? And what's the whole idea of this bond that Moshe Rabbeinu is speaking about? So we said earlier, Atem nitzavim hayoim, today, and Moshe Rabbeinu was referring, today is the day what I'm passing, and therefore I want to leave you with the most important message. What is this message? The bond created between you and God. The day also refers to the day of Rosh Hashanah. Many places we find the day, Hayoim Haras Olam as an example. Today is the day where the world is trembling. Also it says, Yoim Ededina Rabbah. This is the day with great judgment. So when we refer to the day, it is the day where we're facing our Creator on the day of the first day of the year. What happens on Rosh Hashanah? Rosh Hashanah is the day where we are invoking, when we are asking God, please God, take us unconditional. Accept us as we are. We did the best we can. But ultimately, you accept us unconditional. Without any reasons for we deserve, we don't deserve. You accept us simply because we are who we are. And who are we? We are the descendants of Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. Those descendants of Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, that you made a covenant with them. Says Moshe Rabbeinu, for us to be worthy of that covenant that God made with Avraham Avinu, with Yitzchak, and with Yaakov, We have to make a covenant between each other. We have to unconditionally accept and love and respect every other single person, every other Jew, whatever level he is. Interesting, in the Atem Nitzovim Hayoim is 10 levels. Roshechem, Shiftechem, Ziknechem, Shoitrechem, Koilish Yisrael, Tapchem, Neshechem, Gecha Shabikarecha, Choyte V'tzechat Shoivim Becha. A whole minion. But the minion starts from Roshechem, from the head to the lowest. In other words, when we are bond together, when we are one, then this becomes an eternal bond even for those who are not present yet. And that's what the Torah says. Unconditional love amongst us will bring about the unconditional love from God to us, and the unconditional oneness and the unconditional redemption with Mashiach now.